What's going on, people? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Riley's World, people. We're here back again with another one. You know what I mean? Back again to discuss some things that happened in football today. You know what I mean? Not a shocks, surprises, and just a whole lot of different type of stuff that nobody really anticipated. You know what I mean? That would have been done. You know what I mean? There were some surprising winners. There was some surprising losers. You understand? That's the brutalness of the Premier League. The Premier League is very, very brutal. And we have seen that in this opening day, at least the second day of the Premier League fixtures. People, let's talk about it. Right, let's talk about it. Big up everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Riley's World. Thank you guys for being a part of us, being a part of what we do. Yes. So how are we feeling? How are we feeling? What's the order of the day? What went on with y'all team today? Did y'all team either play today or y'all team playing tomorrow? You know what I mean? Let us know what is going on with your team so far. You know, Arsenal has played their game. It was the opening game on the opening day. The day was on Friday, and we have done the business. You know what I mean? Defending champions, we have played well in showing people that we're here to defend our title, and we did that tremendously. We did that convincingly. We did that without fear. You know what I mean? We did that with driving fear in the opposition. Lot of other games has played so far, especially today. Well, the only games has played today, right? So there has been plenty more games that has played today that has not been so fruitful for some of the big club. You know what I mean? The big clubs. So we're gonna talk about them, and we're gonna we're gonna discuss what we think went wrong with some of these games today. Probably can't talk about all because I've not seen all completely, but we're going to talk about most. You know what I mean? Let's start by going through the results. Yeah, the results of the games today so far. So the games today have been played, and we are here to do the thing. Yeah, so several games played today, right? Hull City versus Manchester United, Ipswich Town versus Sunderland, Everton and Palace went at it today, and Nottingham Forest Leeds. The highlight of the day, the big game, the whatever y'all want to call it of the day, was the Brentford versus Spurs, the first London derby of the campaign. I mean, like, it's unfortunate that they have to play a London derby so early, because we always talk about these derbies. You know what I mean? When these derbies are going on, it is a devastating situation. No team wants to lose, and any team that loses, confidence is gone as well, right? So that was one of the situation that was on display today, right? That was one of the situation that was on display today, whereby we see Spurs and Brentford went at it, and not just went at it. The scoreline was kind of devastating to the team that lost. You know what I mean? So we will talk about that. Manchester United versus Hull was also another shocking result, people. Yes, Manchester United versus Hull was also another shocking result. We will talk about that as well. But we can go ahead and start with the Ipswich Town versus Sunderland. I haven't seen much of it, but what I've seen of it was, it is encouraging. You know, so I'm saying we all thought that Sunderland would have won this one based on, okay, Sunderland is in its second year in the Prem. You know what I mean? They were promoted last season and they made a good account of themselves, right? Sunderland did very well last season. At one point last season, Sunderland was about 40 now. You know what I mean? Sunderland was about fourth at one point last season and stuff like that. They were in the top four, at least in the top six, if I'm not stretching it too far. So they were there about making use of themselves and doing the thing. You know what I mean? Doing the thing. So you would expect that they would be going from strength to strength, being that they have a season under their belt. You know what I mean? They have some experienced players. Granted, Xhaka to be exact. You know what I mean? Who was wanted by Chelsea because of the leadership quality that he has. Sunderland did well to retain their captain and stuff like that. So this is a confident Sunderland team. You know what I mean? This Sunderland team is not short of confident. I would assume that this Ipswich team is not short of confident either, because they put on a show. I'm telling you, they put on a show and they went ahead and they did the damn thing. They beat Sunderland by 2-1. When Ipswich was what scored first, and Sunderland came back through a beautiful free kick. That free kick was a beauty. I mean, like, Ipswich keeper is about 6'7", you know. Yeah, Ipswich keeper is about 6'7", and the 6'7" stretch, so that gone to about 7'5" with him hands them stretch out wide and all of that. You know what I mean? And he still could not touch in that free kick. So that was a fantastic free kick. So with the game being level at 1-1, I'm saying, okay, this is Sunderland coming back. You know what I mean? This is Sunderland coming back. Didn't get a chance to finish watch the game, people. Let me be honest with the situation. I never got a chance to finish watch the game. But let me tell you, when I went back at the end of the game, the score was 2-1. Ipswich won. You know what I mean? Ipswich won. I still haven't gotten a chance to even look at the highlights properly yet of the parts that I didn't catch. You know what I mean? But this is another one of the newly promoted team. Another one of the newly promoted team that got the job done on the first day. They got 3 points in the bag. You know what I'm saying? So this league. That's the beauty about the Premier League, you know. That's the beauty about the Premier League. The unpredictableness that the Premier League bring is something to talk about. Something to talk about. Nottingham Forest and Leeds United. Nottingham Forest was at home. They were beaten by Leeds United away. I did not watch this game. I haven't seen a highlight from this game. But let me just say, the Leeds United that I saw finish last season, this result is not compulsory. This result is not far off. The Leeds United that I saw play last season was towards the end of last season, when I really started watching them because of the relegation battle that was going on. They were a fantastic team. You know what I mean? They were a beautiful playing football team. So I'm expecting some good stuff from Leeds this season. If they don't lose their play and if they manage to add more quality to what they had before, you know what I mean, they should not be in that same position that they were last season. You know what I mean? So Leeds United probably is one of the teams to keep an eye on throughout the campaign. Yeah, as I said, I didn't watch that game, so I really can't talk much on the game, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Well, let's move to Everton versus Palace. I didn't watch that game either, but I watched the highlights. I watched the highlights of that game, and I don't know. This scoreline could have been different. Let's just put it that way. The scoreline could have been different Nketiah hit the post with a very, very sweet piece of fingertip save, you know what I mean, by Pickford. And Mateta also hit the post, you know what I mean. Those two post it should have been in the back of the net. You know what I mean? Those should have been in the back of the net. So as I said, this scoreline could have been way, way different. You know what I mean? This scoreline could have been way different. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Everton played some fantastic football. Everton was all over Crystal Palace at times. It was an even game at times. You know what I mean? At times. You know, Everton would probably have a slight edge. So Everton, you would say that probably is deserved winner of this fixture. You know, they were more efficient. They make better uses of their chances, and you know what I mean. They wanted it more. They wanted it more, and they got it. They wanted it more, and they got it. So Everton, Barry scored his. I think Barry was the one that scored the opener, right? And you can see the sheer determination to get on that header. You know what I mean? From Barry was what I'm talking about. Pure determination get on the end of that header. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that he was off the mark. Barry, we're probably gonna see a stellar performance from him this season. So something to look out for, someone to look out for in the upcoming fixtures. Today, going forward. So yeah, we need to look out for some of these players. What's the player name? I've never really gotten this player name. Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro was also a fantastic player today. You know what I mean? Because I was keenly looking at him because Arsenal have been linked with him. So I wanted to see exactly what he has to offer. You know what I mean? But one thing I noticed about Kilimanjaro, he features on the right-hand side in this game. You know what I mean? And he's been linked with Arsenal to play over on the left. I don't know, make it make sense. There's a lot of links that are going on with Arsenal that don't make no sense. But we'll talk about it. Big up Dennis Bergkamp. Big up Dennis Bergkamp. This morning was hilarious. First Manchester United, then Spurs. Yes. We're coming on to them, Dennis. We're coming on to them. They ain't getting left out. If you notice, they on the thumbnail. You know what I mean? Them on the thumbnail. So them are the light of the story. Yeah, man, them are the light of the story. We're coming on to them. Definitely coming on to them. We're just going through the appetizer first before we reach to the main course. You know what I mean? So that's all we're doing. Just making sure that we go through the appetizer before we reach to the main course. Before we even go there, so Arsenal played their game, their open game, against Coventry City. Coventry City hasn't been in the Premier League for umpteen years, man, and they were the one that came up convincingly. You know what I mean? So you would have said that Arsenal gotten the hardest fixture out of the promoted teams. You know what I mean? But Arsenal easily brushed them aside. You know what I'm saying? To climb joint top out at the Premier League. You know what I mean? Easily brushed them aside to be joint top of the Premier League. Are we joint top? No, we're just top. Yeah, you're right, joint top. We and Brentford are joint top of the Premier League with 3 goals apiece. You know what I mean? Both of us are 3 goals apiece. So yeah. Big up blah. Big up blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Big up blah in the building, man. How you feeling, blah? How are you? Yes. So, Christopher Zales, fantastic player, I promise. We're not going to dwell too much on the Arsenal victory because I think we're going to do that tomorrow morning. We're going to do that tomorrow morning. So we're going to just breeze through today. You know what I mean? We're going to just breeze through today. Christopher Zales was fantastic. It's good to see Saka back. Good to see Saka scoring. I tipped Saka to score over 20 goals this season, and I'm sticking to my prediction. Yes, I'm saying I think Nani to score at least 10, and I'm still sticking to my prediction. Yes, I'm saying I think that left side is going to be, that right side is going to be a different competition from what it was last season. Because I think these two players are hungry to succeed and they're going to push each other to the very limit. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on over on that right side. The left side looked fantastic with the additional Azalis. We know that we are up for one more addition. You know what I mean? Who that going to be is yet to see. So we're waiting on that one addition to come over on the left-hand side of the field. Christopher Azalis has done fantastic so far in coming in. You know what I mean? Martinelli has been left out of the match day squad. He was left out of the Community Shield and he has left out of the opening day of the Premier League squad. Right? The fan bases seem to be split with the situation with Gabriel Martinelli. With Arsenal doing what they're doing, leaving him out of the squad because they're trying to get him sell and all of that. Gabriel Martinelli holding Arsenal ransom. He don't want to leave. Right? I think he wants to leave for free. I don't know what's the situation. Well, actually, I don't think he wants to leave for free because he said he'll sign a new contract if they offer him one. But he has been poor for a little bit now, and I think that's the situation where Arsenal is at right now, where they're trying to find better players to fill positions that are needed, you know what I mean, so they can go ahead and win the trophies that has been eluding them for a while now. So yeah, that's the situation where Gabriel Jesus has also been left out, you know what I mean, which probably he won't mind, you know what I mean, because I don't think we can get Gabriel Jesus especially to leave if he don't want to leave based on the circumstances that surround him. You know what I mean? His British passport will be available to him in a year and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's something by itself. You know what I mean? Let's talk about these games, people. Let's talk about these games. All right, let's do the Manchester United first. And because it was the first one that plays. And because we just want to leave Spurs for last. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, because we just want to leave Spurs for last, let's talk about the Manchester United game first. Right? Yes. My phone is going to die. Sorry for not joining your stream lately. Hey, blah, I know it's okay, man. It's okay. I figure more or less that a lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean? Everybody have their life that they have to live. And you know what I mean? Everybody have things that they have to do. It's fine. You know what I mean? We understand. You join whenever you can, and that's much appreciated. So thank you for that. Yes. Manchester United. With all that being said about Manchester United, I mean, we expect that Manchester United was going to kick on from last season. We're not writing anybody off, people. Just so everybody know, because it's just one game in. You know what I mean? It's just one game in. You know what I mean? The banterism start from the first kickoff of every game. So expect to be banter because of what happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, blah, right back at you. So the banterism start from the first kickoff. When the ball kick off, the banterism start. We now wait on 10-15 games down in the league till we start banter because we wonder if this team gonna rise again or if this team, whatever the situation is. You know what I mean? When you fall, you fall. And when you fall, you're gonna learn and you're gonna know. Say, yo, guess what, brother? This is going with you. Arsenal have been through banterism for years. And we take it on the cheek. You know what I mean? We take it on the cheek like Vinny, like a man. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we do that. So guess what? We're out of that year already. You know what I mean? And other teams have to step in. Spurs look like them firmly in there. Manchester United look like them pretty much in there too. You know what I mean? Liverpool definitely in there. So unlike when it was just Arsenal alone that occupied that spot there, a whole heap of team now fall in that situation there where can get banter. You know what I mean? And are going to get banter. You know what I mean? So let's talk about the Manchester United game. Manchester United is the best Premier League team for this calendar year. I think of them gather the most points and a lot of them something for this same calendar year. Right? They've done fantastic. Under Michael Carrick. They've done so fantastic up to the point that people are saying that if Michael Carrick was the manager from the get-go, they would have probably win the league. It was that serious. You know what I mean? It was that serious. They were talking about they would have pimped Arsenal to the league title. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. So Michael Carrick getting first full debut this season. Him start the league now. Him recruit who he want. You know what I mean? Put in Rashford back in on the team. And so forth like that. I was at work when this game was playing. So I was in and out of watching this game and so forth like that. And I was thinking to myself, it looked like when I see Benjamin Sesko on the bench and Rashford, I'm saying then who the hell is Michael Carrick starting? You know what I mean? Why is he playing players, leaving the best players on the bench? And you know what I mean? Who is it? I forget that Manchester United have a big squad. You know what I'm saying? I forget that Rashford wasn't in this squad last season, and Sesko was always a benchman. You understand what I'm saying? So they start what they're used to, them original people them and so forth. The Cunha and the Mbwe, Boame, and all of them people that were them used to. You know what I mean? And it was not enough. When I look at this team, this all team, you know what I mean? This all team came with a statement. This all team was all over Manchester United from the get-go. From the get-go. You know what I mean? Manchester United was bouncing around the ball for the first 4 or 5 minutes, and that was it. You know, All City attack relentlessly. You know what I mean? They were like praise. You know what I mean? Being hunted by a predator. You know what I'm saying? They didn't ease up. They didn't give up. They just keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? They just keep on attacking. We cannot say that this team didn't deserve to win it. We cannot say that. Because they played a better football. They played a better... I don't know if Manchester City didn't turn up. That make Hull look like they're a big Premier League team. You know what I mean? Hull City look like they are a big Premier League team. Blase United is a joke. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That was some joke performance. That was some joke performance for real. So I am inclined to agree with you. That was a joke performance by Manchester United just now. And you can understand why Manchester United fans are crashing out, you know. I mean, Manchester United fans are crashing out. You know what I'm saying? Crashing out because they had expectations. When I say they have expectations, they had expectations. They were expecting to win this game, first and foremost. The expectation is that they're going to challenge for the league and the rest of the competition in terms of the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Their expectation is that they're going to make well of themselves in the Champions League. You know what I mean? Possibly win it if the chance presented itself. They have all this ambition. You know what I mean? All this ambition is there. They have all this ambition. Only to be brought right back to hurt by a championship team. Everybody was saying Arsenal celebrating like they won the league by beating a championship team. That was it. Arsenal celebrating like they won the league by beating a championship team. That's what everybody was saying. Manchester United fan, every fan. You know what I'm saying? That's what they were saying. Now here we are, sitting top of the table on our 3 points by beating the championship team. And there you are, sitting at the bottom of the table on 0 points because you could not beat a championship team. You know what I'm saying? You could not beat a championship team. Now, I've one that been calling for this for a while now. And I have to reverse on my stand with this situation. I've been calling for the rivalry of Manchester United and Arsenal to come back. The Fergie and Wenger days to come back. You know what I mean? But sometimes you got to let the dead lie. Sometimes you have to leave the dead, make the dead rest. You know what I'm saying? You have to leave the dead and allow the dead to rest. Sometimes you must not disturb the dead. You get me? Asking for this rivalry is like trying to resurrect a dead. That's what is being happening right now. We're trying to resurrect a dead. Manchester United is like a dead club. You know what I mean? And we can't resurrect no dead. You know what I mean? We're not Jesus, we can't do that. Resurrecting the dead is not a part of Arsenal Football Club. So we cannot resurrect Manchester United to be a rival for Arsenal or to be a top club like they once was. So we're going to let the dead lie and we're going to rest that situation in having or in wanting that rivalry back. It's dead, it's buried, and it's done. We're going to make it stay. Blase Riley, in your opinion, who's the Ballon d'Or winner this year? Is so difficult because no one actually deserves it. Maybe Yamal, Harry Kane. I think you hit it nail on. You know what I mean? Right on the spot. No one actually deserves it. I can't pinpoint anybody really and truly. Yamal doesn't deserve it, to be honest with you. Harry Kane doesn't deserve it because he didn't win. He only won his league. You know what I mean? He didn't win the thing with Arsenal. He didn't win the Champions League. You know what I mean? Yamal might get it. You know what I mean? Might get it because he actually won the World Cup and he won his league. You know what I mean? As a young age, I think his age might be a factor in that situation as well. But you know what I mean? Definitely not. Definitely not. No. Messi time is done. Messi need to leave football alone. Still which Platini are making money right this hard. But as far as the prestigeness of football is concerned, you need to watch the people make some money too. You know what I mean? Like he's been doing over the years. Yeah, so we were talking about Manchester United and them bomb team. Yeah, so Manchester United, I'm sorry, but officially you're no longer a rival of Arsenal Football Club. You know what I mean? No longer a rival of Arsenal Football. Right now, we have to come out of England and go look rival. We have to come out of England and go look rival now. You know what I mean? Because we can't find a. It just don't make no sense. You know what I mean? It just don't make no sense. We have to come out of England and go look rival right now. Right now, a PSG our rival. You understand me? I say PSG our rival. Not even Real Madrid, because every time we play them, we beat them. PSG our rival right now. Different level. You know what I mean? There's level to this, you know? There's level to this. But anyway. Manchester United. We have to do better than that. We have to represent ourselves as a big club. You know what I mean? We have to represent ourselves as a big club. And we have to do better. We have to climb back to the top. And we're not going to get help. Nobody now going to hold on and join up. We have to do it to ourselves. We have to do it. We have to figure out where it all went wrong. Figure out how to change it. How to make it better. You understand me? We have to figure out how to make it better. A statue of your caliber should not be this far down in the ditch. No, we should do this so far down in the ditch, man. You know what I mean? If we notice that Arsenal has been down for a couple of years, but they never go too far down. And we build ourselves up back fast. You know what I mean? To making sure that we keep pace with the big six. Now with the top four, I should say. You know what I mean? We keep on knocking on the door there until it open. You understand? Now I tell you what to do. Manchester United, but let's see. Let's move on from Man U, yeah, because yeah. Let's move on to the, you know, me have a shot. I have a shot I need to do, and I just remember, you know. Let's move on to the neighbors. Let's move on to the neighbors. Spurs is Spurs. Spurs is Spurs. Spurs if it's true. Spurs if it's true. Spurs if it's true, people. Spurs have done the best business in the transfer window so far. Signed the most player. Spurs almost have a different starting level. Them blame the starting level them they have. Say them this, them not committed, them not this. Well, pass something. Well, pass something. Them buy an entire starting level. You know what I mean? Well, them buy a lot of players. Get me? And everybody was kind of fearful of what Spurs have to offer, you know? Because, well, not everybody, but a lot of people was looking at what Spurs have to offer, you know what I mean, and saying to themselves, hold on. Fernandes, Sevilla, we're talking about the one from Newcastle. Can't remember, Tonali. You know what I'm saying? Players, on top of players, on top of players. Right? We're looking at Mamouche potentially coming in. You know what I'm saying? And with all of these players of Spurs buying, we're saying that they might even come up in the top 4 now. Them look like them have a cement a spot in this top 4. Saying that the London rivalry gonna be more complicated this season. It's gonna get harder. So we're saying that the London rivalry gonna get harder. But guess what? The London rivalry starts today with Brentford and Spurs. You know what I mean? The London rivalry starts today with Brentford and Spurs. And you can see that this Spurs team not ready yet. This Spurs team not ready yet. Speaking about Spurs, as they show up, just like he promised he would. Just like he promised he would. Hello, sir. Star of panel and car some shock result. Yesterday, Spurs were poor. However, it's just one result. And with Paro and Mickey Van Devan out at the back, we were vulnerable. Vulnerable. Hey, a win is a win and a loss is a loss. You have to take it on the chin. However you have it, however you get it. Last time I missed the night stream 1 month ago. Angie. Our attack is one off the worst in the league without new signing. Still to play for. 111 points still to play for. As I said, it's very nice. And it is expected that person go and pick up for their club. It is expected that you all gonna stick to your guns because this is your team. You know what I mean? But everything about Spurs was poor. From the attack to the defense to everything. You know what I mean? Even the substitutions. Even the coach was poor. Everything about Spurs was poor. They have no desire. They had no energy. You know what I mean? As a Richarlison lose a ball and turn up with it and push up your hand like this. You know what I mean? Stand up and push up your hand like this. That's not how you play football. You lose the ball, you go back and fight it. You go back and you fight for it. Are you a star boy? That you lose the ball, you just turn up and push up your hand like I tell the other players, go tackle. Go with me about that ball. You know what I mean? They never have no desire, they never have no fight. There was no hunger in this first team today. It's like you replace players with the same attitude. The attitude of these players is what needs to change. It's not the players. The players are good players. But something about that place that reflects a negative attitude. And that's what they need to figure out. That's what they need to figure out. The attitude of this place, of that place, need to figure out. It need to be studied. Because everybody come there and have the same attitude. You know what I mean? That performance was poor. That performance was very, very poor. You know what I mean? I want to play this Spurs right now. I want to play this Manchester United right now. Yes, I'm saying? Yeah, I need to play them right now. Because guess what? A 3 points at guarantee. That's 3 points guarantee if we play that two team that we just watch on the field. If we play them, that's guaranteed points for us. You know what I mean? I'm jealous of Hull City for playing Manchester United so early and taking with them 3 points. I'm jealous of Brentford for playing Spurs so early and taking with them 3 points. You know what I'm saying? I'm jealous of them. Trust me. Big up Alex, Manchester United man in the building. Yo. And you guys don't. You guys don't what, Alex? I forget what we're talking about. Remind me. Remind me. Riley, I watched all Inter Miami games because of Messi and Suarez. And now the team is awful. Nobody knows how to play except Messi. And they have to change the coach. Nothing is good. You know why? Because they play for Messi. So they forget how to play football. You know what I mean? Them play for Messi, so they forget how to play football. Ever since Casemiro arrived, they've been like this. I think he brought the bad vibes from United with him. Oh, as they said, Charlton will be a test, and many Spurs fans are waiting, are writing them off. Alright, so watch this now. Y'all are so lucky. Y'all get 2 Champions League championship team back to back. Back to back. Well, actually, no. Y'all get another championship team next. You know what I mean? Can y'all beat Charlton? You guys need to play the strongest team first. Huh? What's that, Alex one? Alex, what you just say a while ago? Let me get it. Big round of applause for Hull City. Then we talk about that. We could talk about that game. I did a video today, and the video said the devil have no means in the jungle. And I heard that the devil have no right to death in the jungle. In the jungle, things will crawl out and bite you. If you're not equipped for the jungle, don't go in there. Oh, you are gonna go in the jungle hunt tiger. You are gonna go in the jungle hunt a tiger. You're gonna hunt a tiger in its own domain. You're gonna hunt a tiger in its own turf. And like a tiger come on your turf and you get to chop him and cage him. You go into the jungle gonna hunt a tiger, people. That's what Manchester United did. And they never care nothing. They never care no Arsenal. They never care nothing for conquer. You know what I mean? They never care nothing for conquer. And then get conquer, then get bite left, right, and center. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But Messi that just passed away. That's why he's not playing right now. Yeah, condolence to Messi and his family, man. Condolence to Messi and his family. Messi is still Messi. He's scoring. He's giving everything, but the team doesn't help. I mean, he's playing like always, but he's still playing good. Bro, his dad was his main source of support as well as his agent. I mean, you can say Arsenal are the devil because they used Dark Heart last year to win. Alex, if you ain't gonna talk nothing sensible about football, no matter with it, don't do that. No. Don't do that. Your team play and your team lose. Deal with it, man. You know what I mean? Deal with it. Right now, not sore loser. Deal with it. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some, you know. You win some, you lose some. Unfortunately or fortunately, you lose this one already. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Deal with it, man. Nobody come with a makeup story. But Arsenal play dark art. Nobody come with a makeup story, man. No, that not worth it. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Big up Toxic in the building. So big up everyone. I just came back from a baseball game. Toxic, seem like you like baseball bad, you know. Seem like you like baseball bad, man. You're always at baseball games. Always at baseball games. Prediction today, said Alex. Manchester United going, said Ozzy. Manchester United go, oh, Manchester United play already. I was going to say Manchester United going to lose. Tottenham going to lose again. Tottenham play already too. Alright, fun and joke aside. Fun and joke aside. So we have some games today, people. Manchester City versus Bournemouth. That's the first game. That's the early morning game. As a matter of fact, we have two early morning kickoff. We have Manchester City versus Bournemouth and we have Brighton versus Aston Villa. Those two games are kicking off at the same time. Even the Red Devils would lose to 1 today. I don't understand that. That don't seem like it's straight, Alex. Manchester City versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth was a fantastic team last season. Bournemouth finished strong. Bournemouth was the one that stopped Manchester City from winning the title, if you remember. You know what I mean? So this should be personal. This should definitely be personal. You know what I mean? Bournemouth versus Manchester City. That's a game that we need to study. You know what I mean? That's a game that we need to watch. This is personal. Well, actually, probably not because Pep is gone. You know what I mean? Pep is gone. And yeah. But yeah, I mean probably still personal for Bournemouth too. You know what I mean? We have Brighton and Aston Villa. That should be a fun game. That should be a fun game. That should be a fun game. Newcastle is at later on. Newcastle versus Liverpool. We should definitely tune in for that one. Definitely find some time to watch that game. And tomorrow, people, will be doing this watch along. We will be doing this watch along tomorrow. That is Fulham versus Chelsea. That's another London derby for you guys. Yeah, we're gonna do that watch along there. Fulham and Chelsea. So yeah, let's get into it. Who do you expect to win this game? These games tomorrow, people. Very interesting. I am on break from work right now. I work from 9 p.m. to 4 p.m. Damn. What kind of work you do, Alex? That's a lot. 9 p.m. to 4 p.m. Interesting. What I was trying to say before autocorrect took over is that I predict all we're going to win 2-1. Why you had that prediction? Why you write off your team before they kick a ball? You know what I mean? What's going on? What's the inside work with the team that you see that you don't have any confidence that they would have won it? You know, what's the inside work that you see that drives that confidence away? You know what I mean? To thinking that Manchester United was going to take this one. You know? Yeah. Spurs on the other hand, Spurs won every single one, I think, every single one of their preseason games. And we've been talking about these preseason games. You know what I mean? I've been talking about them. Winning every single one of your preseason game doesn't mean nothing comes the beginning of the league. You know what I mean? Spurs can tell you that. They won every one of their preseason game. And now their players look average. Average. Tonali look lost. Tonali look lost. Their players look average. You get me? Yeah. All right, good night, blog. Good night. Good night. Have a good night. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. Yeah, the players look average, man. So, I don't know. We should be doing the morning live tomorrow, people. We should be doing the morning live tomorrow. Yeah, the tea talk, football tea talk with Riley's World should be done tomorrow. It was supposed to be done yesterday, but I'm still getting adjust to the time of getting up to get it done. You know what I mean? Getting up and get it done. Night shift is tough for me. What kind of work you do, Toxic? I don't remember if you ever tell me. I know you tell me you work outside. But what kind of work do you do? What kind of work you do as well, Alex? Why you have to work so much such a long shift? So look at their window. Okay, so the window wasn't good. They lost to Amarim. I would use the Amarim game to judge them though, because that was personal. You understand what I'm saying? That Amarim game was personal, so I wouldn't really use the Amarim game to judge them. You know what I mean? That was a personal game for Amarim. I work unloading and loading transport planes. Oh, you work at the airport? Okay. Okay. Remember the videos are out, people. Remember the videos are out, and I mean they're there. So you guys can go ahead and tune in. I can't believe what I was seeing when I was watching the All versus United game. It was a fascinating game. You know what I mean? It was a fascinating game. All was at home. You know what I mean? All was at home. To be honest with you. You get me? So the fight that they brought was welcome. The fight that they brought was something that we expected. What we never expected was Manchester United didn't bring no fight. You know what I mean? You come in the jungle to fight a tiger without any weapons at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's madness. You're trying to tame a wild beast. You know what I mean? You're trying to tame a wild beast. That don't make no sense. You don't carry no net, no spear, nothing. Nothing to defend yourself. They passed on Edison because they were afraid that he would get injured. Yet they signed Talisman, who came in injured and has a concern nagging injury from what I have read so far. And the injury quote that Edison had that caused his medical to fail was even an injury to begin with. I think they probably wanted a proven Premier League player. You know what I mean? In Talisman, I think they wanted probably a proven Premier League player. But the Edison deal was kind of weird to me because everything was agreed. You know what I mean? Everything was there. It was done. It was agreed. It was ready. You know what I mean? It was ready. But I don't know. I don't know. Uh, Edison had that cause his medical to fail wasn't even an injury to begin with. Yeah, because the club did say that he is perfectly fine. The club said that he didn't have an injury. So I guess that was they just didn't bother wanted him. You know what I mean? And that was the excuse. I guess they figured out that Talisman had a release clause that they could have paid, so they just used that as an excuse to just shift away from that situation. So, bro, I didn't even see the game. I was just checking the score. Man United had chances, actually, but they couldn't finish. A caveman halfway through one shift and doing a double. I remember my days of doing double shift, man. You know what I mean? I remember my days of putting in all those work. Still doing it now, anyway. You know what I mean? Still doing it now. Working world is tough. You know what I mean? That's for sure. If only they had warned us better when we were kids. If only they had warned us better. Let us really know and understand what we were getting out there into, eh? If only, if only. I had a feeling United was gonna have PTSD. So do you see you guys getting better? Do you see you guys picking up yourself and making something of your season? Um yeah, what's your take on Manchester United going forward? That doesn't mean that they should have showed up to the game. They got outplayed. They did. They did. Wow. Tomorrow is another set of game. So let us see what tomorrow games gonna bring to the table, and let us just figure it from there. So we basically signed two pensioners and Santos. Mm. So you have no confidence in the team unless they got some more, unless they get some more signings. That's what you're saying. All right, guys. Guess what? I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. I've working a few hours. You know what I mean? I've worked in a few hours, so gotta wrap it up. Gotta wrap it up. I mean, appreciate the persons that turn out. That's been a pleasure. And I mean, thank you guys for showing up. You know what I mean? And we will do this again later on. As I said, we have the tea talk, football tea talk tomorrow. You know what I mean? So we go again. We go again. Bless up to everybody. You know what I mean? Bless up to everybody for turning out and showing up. You know what I mean? So we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out, people.